Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're following this. John Wekesa here, the All Seasons Lawyer. And today I want to talk about something that has broken many dreams in Kenya than we can care to admit. That is buying land without understanding the law. Now, allow me to start with a story. A few years ago, a young couple walked into a lawyer's office. They looked defeated, completely defeated. They had only been married for 3 years. And like many other young couples, especially in Nairobi, they had one big dream. That is to stop paying rent and start building something of their own. The husband, let's call him Kamau. He worked in a logistics company along Mombasa Road. And his wife, who we shall call Wanjiru, was a nurse at a private hospital. Every month, without fail, they will save a portion of their salaries into a joint account. No shortcuts, no gambling, just discipline. Their goal was simple: to buy a small plot somewhere on the outskirts of Nairobi and slowly build their home. Then one day, an opportunity came to them. Through a colleague, they were introduced to a broker. And now this broker spoke the kind of language that excites every Kenyan looking for land. This area is developing very fast. Prices will double in a few years, he said. He even took them to see the land physically. Open land, quiet environment, good access roads. And in their minds, they could already see their future home. The price? Only 850,000 Kenyan shillings. Affordable, tempting, but urgent. The broker showed them a photocopy of the title deed, and that was enough to hook them. Excited and eager not to lose on the opportunity, they paid the deposit immediately. And within 2 weeks, they had already cleared the full amount. Then problems started. Transfer was delayed and excuses multiplied. Things such as next week, the owner is out of town, just be patient, became very common. And this went on and on. And one day, after getting tired, they decided to visit the land again. And what they found changed everything. Construction was already ongoing. Actually, another buyer was building a house on the very same plot. They approached him, and calmly he pulled out his documents. He had bought that piece of land 6 months earlier. The same land had been sold twice. And now the seller had disappeared, and the broker could no longer be reached. Just like that, their entire savings gone. Today, they are still living in a rented apartment. Their dream didn't die, of course, but it was postponed. Not because they were careless, but because they did not understand the legal process. Now, before I continue, If you find this story helpful, take a second and hit that subscribe button, because every week I will be breaking down real life legal situations that could save you money, stress, and years of regret. Now, let's get back to the video. After handling and observing many land disputes over several years, one pattern keeps repeating itself. That is, that people rush. And they rush because of a number of reasons. Number one, they rush because prices look too good. Number two, people rush because the broker creates pressure. And number three, they rush because of the fear of missing out. Also, people rush because they assume that documents don't lie. Under Section 26 of the Land Registration Act, a title deed is considered as prima facie evidence that the person named on it is the legitimate owner of that parcel of land. In simple terms, a title deed is a strong proof of ownership. However, and this is where many people get it wrong, the same law also says that the title can still be challenged if it was obtained through one of these modes. Number one, if it was obtained through fraud. Number two, if it was obtained through misrepresentation. And number three, if it was obtained through an illegal process. This means that seeing a title deed does not mean you are safe. And that assumption alone has costed very many Kenyans millions of shillings. So, what is the lesson here? Before you buy land, make sure that you don't just rely on a photocopy. Insist on seeing the original title itself and counter-checking it. Secondly, don't trust a broker blindly. Conduct your independent personal investigation as well. And thirdly, don't rush because of pressure. Just take your time and only act when you feel and you're very sure that it is safe. And most importantly, always involve a lawyer from the beginning, not just at the end when things have already gone south. Because sometimes the difference between owning a parcel of land and losing everything is just simply understanding the law, the right questions to ask, and critical things to look out for. And that has been it for us, guys. And like I always say, ignorance of the law is not a defense in any court of law. So we must all be very, very vigilant and watchful. See you in the next one.